Actually talking. I was. Oh, I got if we're gonna hand out samples and shit to dog. Get them to you. Yeah. So look, tell me why. Okay, I have this idea. I have. It's not even an idea. Honestly, it's more like I've been thinking about it. Like I've honestly. Is it crazy for me to be, and say, and wonder where do we go to whenever we go to sleep? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. You gonna tell me that? That's crazy. Because look, I'm thinking in my head, like, I do not believe whenever we go to sleep, we just go to sleep, we just close our eyes. Our eyes is just. I truly don't believe that. I don't think so. I literally do believe whenever we close our eyes, we go somewhere else. I weirdly think, yeah, whenever we close our eyes, we go somewhere else. Literally. I don't have nothing else to say. We go somewhere else. Or we are almost like there's somewhere there is something that people keep saying a dreamland. I don't believe dreamland. I feel like a dreamland is too small. Don't you think a dreamland is too small? A dreamland has to be very very small for, you feel me, for ideal what I'm, you feel me, for what exactly we're really trying to talk about here. A dreamland. That's real too. Because you know why? I'm thinking I feel like a dreamland, but if it's a dreamland, do you think somebody is like ruling over the dreams? Like that one show, what's the name of that show on Netflix? Sandman, yeah. Do you think like something like the Sandman is real? Do you think the Sandman, there's somebody out here that's, you feel me, legitimately out here just looking, he's coming to us in our dream, he's giving us this dream and this dream and this dream and this dream. You think so? No. Now that Sandman, that one I don't know. I don't know about Sandman, but the one about the sleep and me believing we go somewhere, I don't think so. I don't think you rule your dreams like lucid dreams when you're aware of your dreams. You feel me? But also, yeah, when you're aware of your dreams. I think I heard something about if you're walking through doors and you knock. I don't know how many times they said knock, but they say if you're walking through doors and you knock, I think yeah, I seen something somewhere about if you're walking through doors and you knock, you're almost like, and you keep on doing it, and you make that a habit. You are going to almost like train yourself to whenever you walk through a door in your dream, you're going to knock. And if you knock on the door in your dream, like, so, I don't want to. You feel me? I don't want to be giving wrong informations here. Hold on, let me see. They something somewhere. I definitely saw about that. Where we go when we dream. Fuck that. Should is that what I should search up? Where we go when we dream? That's is that what it is? Where we go when we dream? Or knocking the door. Yeah. For your dream. Is that what is it? Knocking on the door in a dream. Is it this one? What do they call that stuff again? What do you call the stuff? The door around the doors. I guess knocking around. Oh, this is a fucking song. Knocking a doorway. Knocking knocking doorways. I literally seen that shit. I literally seen that shit somewhere. I'm not being crazy, I promise you. Let me just search that bitch up. Like I don't know what it said is going to happen to you, but I'm pretty sure you're supposed to see. Remind. I don't know. Knocking a door in your dream often supplies a call to action representing new opportunity spiritual. Making a need to address full edge and life changes. It can indicate. This is not what I'm asking you. These folks ain't on what I'm out. What I'm on. Fuck it. We go. Where do we go when we fall asleep? Somebody have. Damn. Is this all fucking songs? Fuck. Like chat, why the fuck are they all songs, bro? What the fuck? These shits are literally all fucking songs. Hold on. I'm trying to literally watch conspiracy shit. Niggas talking about something. Apostoli must do this. Hold on, chat. I'm on that pad. I know I don't never be on that pad when I'm streaming. Like a damn what they say? I'm sorry. I was not even seeing your chats. I'm about to read your chats now, right there. Now you rule your dreams like okay. You're not awake. Quiet. Let's think. Yeah, I'm a Christian. Too evil for me. Like a damn vampire permission thing. Oh, go to Google. Okay. Where do we go whenever we fall asleep? I really need some fucking. I want to see like a documentary or some shit. I want to see some white man talk about this shit. I don't want to see no. When we sleep, when we sleep, technically we fall. We stay right where we are, but our consciousness shifts into a state of intense brain activity, memory consolidation and dreaming. Scientifically, our brain circles through REM sleep and non-REM stages. Why spiritually, and many believe this. So, you feel me? You feel me? Like, you feel me? Look, I'm crazy. I think you'd be so. Honestly, I think you're not. You're just not thinking strong enough. If you just think, whenever we close our mind, our eyes, we just go to sleep. We just stay there. No. Why the they keep giving me fucking music videos, bro? Why they keep? I don't want to fucking see Billie Eilish. Let me see. What happens to us? Oh yeah, this is what I'm looking for right here. Where do you go? Yeah. So I'm looking for right here, chat. Fuck, I'm looking. You see, and I got that sound. Hey, I don't like my soundboard though. My soundboard clap for too fucking long. Like, what exactly? Like, I never clap for a nigga for this long. Now, you want to pause that? You want to pause? I got Jan. Fuck you, nigga. Look. That's way too long to applaud for a nigga. What is you clapping for a nigga that long for, boy? Hell no. See, that's see, no. See, I don't even know. Honestly, I don't know. I've not looked at customizing the sounds yet. I haven't looked at that yet. Cause I think the reason why I've not done that is because the board that I have is so shitty. I don't even know if this is the kind of board that you can even customize. Like, how do I even literally explain this? That you feel me? That's a shitty board.
When I'm asleep, my brain is still in motion.
I sort of see it.
Yes, too, man. Yes. And did you know? Did you know that whenever I was also told too that the brain releases some kind of fucking what's it called? I forgot what the fuck it releases, bro. It releases the same. I guess. I guess endorphins is basically it's you feel me? That's fine. Endorphins, right? Yeah, I believe the brain releases the same amount, the same kind of endorphins that it fucking releases whenever you are born and on high, and whenever you're born, whenever you die, and whenever you're on like fucking high dose of psychedelics. So that middle for whenever you die, what the fuck is that? What is that? Why is your brain releasing that kind of stuff? Like it's literally showing us that whenever you die, your brain literally it's not just shutting off. The body, your body, whenever you die, your body goes lump, right? Yeah. But your brain goes into like brrr, it's information is still going on. And honestly, I believe, bro, damn near fool, as a human, fool, all you really need is right here, gang. That ass you need about, what would I put? What would I say you need? How much body? Let's say the heart here, so you're gonna need about here. You need here to survive. Here to survive. So what's that telling me? All the stuff that's going on this body right here is literally getting controlled by something. It's almost like have you ever seen you watch SpongeBob, right? SpongeBob. Whenever Plankton be like in those big ass fucking tanks to go and steal the Krabby Patty formula, right? I believe that's kind of what it is. I believe that's kind of what the human mind might be, bro. Like, whenever he be joining these things, they just fucking sorry, bruh. In a robot. These people are just useless. Yes, look. Yes. Yes, this right here. Yes. Yes, this right here. Yes, this right here. Yes. No, and you know, I go as far as I don't think folks can tell me otherwise. This is what's going on. No time to waste. Look so fine, I'm feeling great. And if you tell me I'm lying, you don't know.
Okay, Patrick, load the potatoes.
I can't lie, Patrick was on bullshit, bro. It releases endorphins, a natural painkiller. Okay, so are you saying like the stuff? Are you saying like the stuff that is getting released after we die? Are you saying that's just like your body natural way of trying to kill pain? Is that what you're telling me? Or were you saying that to? That's kind of what I'm asking.
Master Scallop, sir!
Or when I sleep? Yes, you feel me? Yes. Whenever you sleep, your mind, do you know whenever you sleep, your eyes is literally still like this. Your eyes is dead ass just like this. Your eyes is going up just like this. And whenever you're dreaming, your eyes is just like this. Whenever you're dreaming, your eyes do this. When in your dream, if you look this way, your eyes do this. So why is a nigga telling me I'm wrong? Or why is somebody so hard to tell me I'm wrong? But you don't know. Nobody fucking knows. Nobody fucking knows, bro. But I don't believe that the 8 hours that we are just gone like that, and nobody be knowing where the hell we at for 8 hours. 8 fucking hours. 8 fucking hours. Yeah, that's REM sleep. Yeah. Whenever you hit REM sleep. Whenever you hit REM sleep is when your eyes do that. Yeah. REM sleep, yeah. But even in, and then think about it, even REM sleep is basically the part, that's literally where you grow from. REM sleep, that's where you're growing. That's where you start to grow. That's when, you feel me? So, and you know, that's why folks say, I guess folks tell you shouldn't smoke weed. You shouldn't smoke weed before you go to sleep. Because weed actually makes hitting REM sleep pretty hard. It's not easy for you to hit REM sleep while, you feel me, while high. Like that kind of takes away, and that's another reason why. That's another reason why smokers kind of, you feel me? After they finish smoking, whenever they lay off for a while, you start having all these nightmares, all these dreams, all of these stuff. And no, I can't even lie, fool. As somebody that fucking smokes, fool, I really don't be dreaming like that, bro. So I don't know. One, I don't know if it's the fucking smoke. Two, I don't know if it's literally just, I don't know, but too relaxed, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Or is the weed just literally blocking you? The weed is just blocking it. The weed just doesn't. Yeah, yeah, too relaxed. That's real though. That might be. That's real as fuck. That's real as fuck. That's overly real, cuz I don't know that. What part? What part were you saying? Oh yeah. On God, man. Yeah. That's why. That's why people. Whenever you stop smoking weed, that's why you start having all these dreams and shit. Because your brain don't have REM sleep as hard enough REM sleep while you're fucking high all the time. You know what I mean? Your brain literally cannot handle that. Just being completely just bloated all the time, especially at nighttime. You know, people think weed is just something that you just smoke. You just go on about a day. Weed is literally weed literally touches your brain. With every single smoke that you smoke, your brain is somehow getting fucking like changed in a little bit. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's weird. And this is what I think is going on in the human's body, and nobody can tell me nothing. Ding ding ding. Nobody can tell me nothing. This is basically what I think we're doing in our human body. I think we're doing it. We just don't know how. Because if I literally ask you, how do you know you're alive? Like how do you know? You feel me? Like where are you? Where where are you in your body? It's right here. It's pretty much this is the closest to your life form that you think. Just your brain, your head, cause that's the, you can't say your arm, cause you feel like you can, you feel me? You can live without this. That's why whenever stuff happen to you, the first thing you protect is this. Protect this. So why can I not believe? And then your brain, fool, your brain, like your, you don't even use all part of your brain. Like, that's literally telling me that there's so much stuff that we also need to learn about our body and ourself that we don't even know as a civilization and as a people. You understand? Like, that shit is honestly, that shit do fucks with me, fool. Heavy, fool. Heavy. That fucks with me so heavy, fool. Yes. And then what else? What else I've been saying? Yeah. I think this is like, if they ask you where are you in your body, you don't know. Nobody literally knows. You don't know. You don't think you, but you don't think though. You literally, you don't think. The only thing you think. Interesting shit tonight. Wow, it's so crazy, fool. I did not know you would actually be interested in it. That this is literally my life, bro. This is literally what I be talking about on a daily, fool. And I literally be talking about this with my girl or whatever, or we folks, fool. And another thing too, I don't like is whenever I ask these type of questions, whenever I say this kind of stuff, people always pull religion out on me. Like anytime I would question shit, like whenever I would question shit, when the whole time I'm literally not even being, it's not like I'm saying fuck Jesus or am I being fucking, I'm not even being, nigga, like I'm not, nothing like that. Like, dude, nigga, I'm Christian down. I'm Christian down till I can, nigga. You feel me? I can't wait to see Jesus. You feel me? You feel me? Like, that's why every single even sometimes whenever I pray, chat, I be praying, God, please, if I'm going to die, or if like if what's it called? If chat. If the stuff that I'm talking about, if the stuff that I'm thinking about in my head, if it's just legitimate bad shit, if it's shit that I should not be thinking about, God, please forgive me. Please, Lord, forgive me. But no fucking human can tell me I'm fucking wrong. You ain't seen fucking God before. You ain't seen that nigga before. That nigga don't. I don't want to say that nigga don't know you, but we all know him. Nigga, he get back. Shazam, slap him. You feel me? You don't know, cuz, bro. I understand you pray in your Bible. That's the and my partner literally brought up an interesting fact to me the other day about the King James version of the Bible. Boom. The Bible. You don't see him until you die. See, no, you don't see God until you die. See. That one I don't believe. Shazam. I don't believe that. I don't believe that you have to die before you see God. I don't think so, no. I think I don't think you need to die before you see him for sure though. No. I think this God that we are all saying God, this God, he is so powerful that if he wants us to see him, he can do that shit. He can do that shit like that. And there's so many humans that have lived on this earth. We currently hold 8 billion right now. 8 billion of everybody that is alive right now would not be alive in 110 years. Shazam. In 110 years, everybody that's alive right now would not be alive. So basically, that is telling me that generations have come over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. So I would not believe that no one have actually seen him and you have to die, because he is that magnificent and he is that strong. You feel me? W God, man. W God. W. I think people see divine revelations and not actually him. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. But you feel me? What would you actually think is God though? Like what in your idea is God? Is whenever people are saying God, is everybody just thinking the ideal Jesus Christ? Is that what everybody's just going to, Jesus? Or does people have different beliefs? Or does people... And don't even get me fucking started. I don't think spirituality is fucking Jesus. Spirituality is fucking hellfire. All you niggas is going to hell. You going there, you doing all that yoga shit. You out there spreading your ass in that sun with that white man, nigga, you gonna go straight to hell. Ding, ding, ding. You gonna go straight to hell. That shit is... Boy, you better read that. Boy, you better pray. All that meditation shit, get your ass going to hellfire fast. Cause again, I think it's all in your mind, fool. But who am I to even think these folks are going to hell, chat? Because at the end of the day, if I'm saying they're gonna go to hell, why can they not say the same thing about people that's Christians? Because Christianity is a 2,000 years old religion. But us Christians don't like to hear that though. Christianity is a 2,000 years old religion. So why do we think that the Muslims is going to hell? Why do we think the Buddhists are going to hell? Why do they think all of the other religions are going to hell? You're one of the youngest. You understand? You're one of the fucking... What the fuck is that? You're literally one of the fucking youngest. You understand? And as a Christian too. You feel me? As a Christian, guess what? I'm going. I'm. I don't even know what to say. Hold on. This shit. Meditation and yoga is like Hinduism, Buddhism. Actually, let's see. Meditation, bro. I can never get. I need to try meditation, bro. Do I need to hold on? But do I need to try meditation though? In history, let's go in history. Let's go in history.
Imagine being able to
By the way, is my mic better too? My mic been better. This chat, the sounds and stuff good.
build an app with your name on it just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
Varanasi, India. This ancient city, overlooking the sacred Ganges River.
Cause I don't know, bruh. If I would I eat the how you guys eating Indian food? How much do you have to be paid for you to eat a meal from a place like this? How much they gotta pay you? I can't lie, fool. I am from Nigeria. 500 I can eat, so $500 I can eat food from here. Honestly, I can't even lie to you, bro. $500 I eat some food from over here. 200 I might eat some shit from over here. I just lied. My fault. I know I just lied. Oh, you can hear me a little better. Thank you. Thank you.
Is one of the holiest in the Hindu religion. For thousands of years, worshippers have come to this site to perform meditation and prayer.
But that's another thing I be thinking, bro. Like, if I'm to over here and be like, people that's meditating, they're going to go to hell, bro. They're gonna go to hell. If I can say all that shit like that, bro. This kid is 12 years old. He doesn't know that. Or he doesn't believe he's going. You understand? Like, he could really be the most best nigga on planet Earth, nigga. So who the fuck am I to tell this nigga he's going to hell? It doesn't make no fucking sense, chat. Literally don't make no fucking sense. At all. It don't make no sense. Cause am I right or is he right? Or are we both just wrong or right? Or is everybody just have to find their own thing? You understand? Is it everybody just have to find their own thing? Like, what? Like, this kid's 12 years old, man. He's 12 years old. What if he never been introduced to Christianity before? Like, what if he never knew anything about this kind of stuff that we are talking about? Like, what do I mean? Say it again. Okay, so basically what I'm saying is, you know how I just said, like, if meditation, all that stuff, you're gonna, it's hell, it's demonic or whatever, So I'm saying, these little kids right here that I'm seeing on this video right now, this is all they know. This is all they've been taught since they were a little kid. This is all they've been taught since they were a little kid. So who am I to judge them? Who are we to judge them? Who are we to say that they're wrong? Because in his eyes, in his lore, in his life, he's right. You understand? Like, who are we to judge him? Like, who told us our stuff is right? Because the same way that we are following our religion, our beliefs, we didn't fucking make that belief or that fucking religion. We didn't fucking make that shit. No. You know who the hell make that shit? Or who the hell gave that shit to us? Our parents. Our parents, whenever you were born, your parents put a Bible, a Quran, a bead, a hijab, something in front of you and started to indoctrinate that shit in your mind. Started to treat you like whenever you went to sleep, you had to pray. You had to pray to a Quran. You had to pray to a Bible. You had to do all of this stuff. Like, but who are we to tell these minds that they're wrong? You know what is introduced to you unless you experience something different. You understand? But divine revelations, though. Look at how many people that's here. Like, even look at what we just talked about saying somebody seen God before, fool. Seeing God before, fool. You understand? Like, even stuff like that, like, I don't even know how to put this in words, fool, because it's like divine revelations. How many people? 8 billion people in the fucking world, guys. There's at least 4. I'm saying at least 2 billion is Christian. 2 billion Christians in the world. I'm going. Your mind play a very big factor in a lot of things. Just saying what you believe. Yes. You understand? Yes, fool. Yes. How can you tell the Muslim brother that he's fucking wrong, but he done gone to jail, he done battled, he done did all type of shit in jail, but whenever he found Islam, whenever he found Muslim, he felt like his life got better. How can you tell him that? How can you tell him he's going to hell? You can't tell that brother that. You can't tell that man nothing. Cause he's been through what he's been through. So who are we to just keep judging one another, fam? Like, this stuff is mad. Shit is actually crazy on here, fam. Real. You feel me? Look at this old nigga.
Worshippers have come to this site to perform meditation and prayer. In ancient times, Hindu holy men, known as swamis, were said to have used these rituals to attain eternal life.
Eternal life, nigga. I've always thought about that too. Would you take eternal life if you could? If you know you could live forever, would you do it? Would you take it? I always say I would say I'm already knowing, man.
In the Yoga Sutras, there's a whole chapter called Vibhuti-pada, where Patanjali explains how by certain meditative practices one can get these powers to extend the lifespan of a particular body.
In India, you have a long history of holy people, swamis, who've been able to figure out how the world works, how their body works, how the universe works, and are able to live very, very long periods of time.
Nigga, he probably lived to 90 something. He cannot.
You have Devraha Baba.
Unless they tell me a nigga that sat down on a rock and did this and lived to 250 years old. No.
Who died
No.
in 1990.
How old was he? He's a 95.
And was believed to be 250 years old.
Chat.
Died in 1990 and was believed to be 250 years old.
Well, I guess you might as well slap me in the face. Might as well give me a dirty slap.
Swami Trilinga, who died in 1887, believed
320.
to be 280 years old.
Yes. In biblical times, it was common to be that old. And in my mind, I am always wondering too, why is it? Why don't we get old? There's something that is killing us weirdly. There's something that we don't know that's weirdly killing us. And low-key, I'm thinking it's either the food. It's in the food. The word of sin had decreased the time on earth. Yes. Says our books. The books have said that too. Yes, that the word of sin has decreased the time on earth. Oh, that's a good fucking point right there. I totally forgot about that point. That's a really good fucking point right there you actually brought up. Because I was just literally about to go on a rant talking about it's some shit in the air, some shit killing us. Whole time it's God telling niggas, all right, bro, y'all niggas sin too much, cuz y'all gotta die. Whole time, bullshit. Cause look at this nigga. This nigga ain't lived to no 280. Was he getting pussy though? Like, you feel me?
If you would ask most Indians about long-lived yogis and swamis, one of the names that will almost inevitably come up is that of Trilanga Swami. And he was observed by not only many Indians in Benares, but also by the British authorities there in the late 19th century. So a lot of what he said and taught and did has been documented and recorded by many witnesses. They testify to his extraordinary long life.
For many, it may be hard to believe that daily prayer and meditation.
Cold as fuck out there. And they cold as fuck out there. Look at him. He cold as bitch.
For many, it may
Nigga,
be
go
hard.
inside. Go inside, bruh. You 56, already looking like this. I know he's 56. Already looking like this. Go inside, bruh.
Hard to believe that daily
You
prayer
freezing, you
and
shaking and shit,
meditation
nigga. You not gonna gain
can
nothing from
provide
this. Go inside.
age-defying power.
Well, actually, you're gonna gain a lot of stuff. I wonder, did you see the ones where they were literally meditating in fucking ice? Like, is that fucking real? Like, they were literally meditating in fucking ice. Yes, you are right. Sarah was old when she gave birth to Isaac. Yes. Yeah. I seen one because they were literally on fucking ice.
But Hindu mystics aren't the only examples of people who are believed to have used the power of faith to live for hundreds of years.
If we look at the Bible, we have these great stories of holy people who've lived tremendous amounts of time. The Bible says,
I definitely believe in that flood that happened. That flood definitely happened, though. The flood definitely happened. That flood, there was a flood. There was one time, I don't know, there was a flood that definitely fucked up the earth, though. Because so many religions, so many cultures have recorded some kind of water, some kind of a man that saved a group of something on a boat, a raft, something. That has happened. That for sure has happened. That for sure has happened. I believe something is, yes, Noah. No, the reason why I said man and not Noah is because only the Christian English version have the word Noah. That's what I'm saying. That I know of. I don't know if these other people is also calling him Noah, and I don't know if these other people is also calling, you feel me? I don't know that. But I believe the Buddha, I don't know, I read this shit somewhere, but yeah, one of those religion that be having the fucking, one of those, Buddha, yeah. I think their own version of what Noah did, I believe Noah was on a boat, a way smaller boat, not no fucking big ass fucking huge boat, not one of those. I believe he was on a boat. No, I don't know the story. I don't know the story. It's good. I can't really say it, but different names. Yeah, for sure. Even Jesus, his name isn't Jesus. Yeah.
Methuselah lives for 969 years.
Damn.
Noah lives for 9
What the fuck? God damn.
years of holy people who've lived tremendous amounts of time.
I think Elijah
The
lived for
Bible says
500.
Methuselah lives for 969 years. Noah lives for 950 years. Adam lives for 930 years. So these are tremendous lifespans of people living, according to the biblical text, of almost 1,000 years.
Many in modern times question, is this to be
Imagine,
taken literally?
900 fucking years old, my nigga. God damn, cuz. Is you still beating that dick at that age?
Did people
God
really
damn.
live that long? And the answer from tradition is, yes, they did. This is nothing new. This has very ancient foundations, very well documented in the biblical traditions, but equally well known in traditions around the world. Regardless of the culture, there is many legends about the Taoist immortals or about the Tibetan immortals,
The Nephilim
as there
too.
are amongst the Hebraic immortals.
There's this idea that because these people are literally directly.
You know what's the point of this picture? Even this picture
There's
right
this
here.
idea that
There's
because
so many
these
things
people
that they did back in the day. These picture right here. The reason why the painter of this painting right here. The reason why he has God hand straight and he has man hand curve. The reason is to basically tell us to depict in this painting that God is always there. That's why God's hand is straight and man's hand is bent a little bit. But it's drawn in certain type of way that if he was to straighten this hand even a little bit nudge, it will fit right perfectly on God's finger. So basically, this painting is basically saying like, God is always right there if man would just lift up their hand, to him. That's what this shit is right here. But
are literally directly communicating.
This right here. Yeah. Like, and then I also believe there was also a time, I also definitely do believe there was a time that we were definitely able to talk to God way more better. Or communicates with some kind of a higher power better. Something better. We was not just only talking to humans better. Like, we're not just only talking to humans. I don't believe so. It's literally not fucking possible that we've just only been on this earth for millions and millions of years, and the only thing crazy that have happened to this earth is just dinosaur falling. Meteorite fall on earth, dinosaur die, some tornadoes, some hurricane in Florida, and that is it. No, you'd be a fucking retard to believe such a shit. I don't believe that. No.
With the divine.
No.
With God. Are they given other instructions? Are they given other secrets? Are they given other kinds of hints
They know
that
stuff we
allow
don't know.
them to live much longer
And I
lives
think weirdly,
than we
it's
live?
these phones.
Is it really possible that those with a deeper spiritual connection to the divine
Yes.
age more slowly and can potentially develop the power to live hundreds of years? Perhaps the answer can be found by examining a Hindu Swami who has performed meditation and prayer every morning without fail for over 100 years.
My name, हमारा नाम है स्वामी शिवानंद और जन्मतिथि है 1896 8 अगस्त और जन्मभूमि है सिहट्ट बांग्लादेश.
This nigga was there during the slavery times too, cuz. Wow. Even when black people was getting fucked up, gang, you was alive?
है सिहट्ट
1969? How old is this nigga?
At 125 years old, Swami Sivananda practices a strict daily regimen of meditation and exercise, which he credits as the reason for his incredible longevity. The practice is a sacred Hindu ritual known as pranayama.
Pranayam means a kind of physical purification and mental concentration. It is a process by which all the evil matters come out from our body.
When such an advanced spiritual practitioner
No way, bro. No way. People really. Wow, 125. 125 is crazy. And he can do that fucking stand? No way.
sits in
He's lying to
meditation,
somebody.
what they're actually doing is obviously quietening the body, making it absolutely still. Then they are quietening the breath, that means slowing it down, even to the point of actually stopping sometimes. It's one of the teachings in Vedanta that by certain meditative practices, the lifespan of the Swami or the monk is extended by the will of God, so that a person can remain as a sort of continuous living blessing to those around him.
What the fuck? Oh, I gotta start meditating. I ain't gonna go to hell, bro. I ain't gonna go to hell. I need that. What they talking about, though? I need that, though, bro. Oh, And I'm definitely into drugs. I'm so into fucking drugs, guys. Oh my lord, I go crazy for some psychedelics. I've never done any psychedelics before though. I have tried to have a couple of mushroom trips and it did not happen.
Mom, what's
But
that?
I have never actually
Nothing.
participated.
Just get in the car. Let's go. Come on.
Ooh, can I tell you about some DMT? Ooh, this right here. This right here. This is that shit. This is that shit. I had what's it called? It was really what I had, bro. Some shit they be selling in the store. I went to the store, the smoke shop, and I asked for some mushrooms, and they gave me straight bullshit. They gave me, hold on. I'm checking up on you, Lord Juma. Yeah, I believe it was synthetic. Yeah, synthetic. Sorry. Synthetic, yeah. Fuck, it just sent me this fucking. I just got sent a fucking list talking about some buy you a gift for your birthday. The fuck? You don't get the fuck on my phone. Buy you a gift. Yeah, it's synthetic. Sorry. And honestly though, that shit did not. So look, let me tell you what happened though. Let me tell y'all what happened. So boom. Go backpack and I just pick one and eat it. No, you can't eat all mushrooms. You can't eat those ones. I know the ones you are talking about, you can't eat those ones. Them bitches, you gonna die. You eat them bitches, you gonna lose your mind. You gonna lose your goddamn mind. I think the mushrooms that give you that psychedelic trip, I believe that one grows from cow shit. Yeah, I believe that grows from cow shit. Yeah, I believe the mushroom that grows from cow shit. That's the one that's the from cow manure. I believe that's where, yeah, mushroom including. Yeah, they growing cow shit. So all the mushrooms y'all eating, getting y'all fried. Yeah. If you just eat anyone that's from other places, no, you don't get you what you need.
This is test.
Okay, so boom though, I did for sure try to have a mushroom trip though. I went over there to the synthetic people. I got they gave me one. It had like 16 in them bitches, bro. 16 gummies. I should have known that them shits was bullshit. Like, there's no way people were talking about mushrooms, and there's just 16 of them lying around in the grocery store for $10. So I should have known. Ding, ding, ding. You know what I mean? That should have just been my red flag. But I went over there. I got that bit. Ate it. Me and my girl. Nothing. I think she panicked. She just panicked a little bit. She talked about she see her hand. You know, she said her hand was, she said her hand was a little bit, she said her hand was just like stand still. That was all. And then, yeah. But then look though, there was another time we went and we got little motherfuckers. That's what they call them. Little motherfuckers from the store. Oh my lord. Them bitches said 2,000 milligrams. I ate the first. I had ate I had ate that bit before alone. I ate it alone before. It did not do anything. Well, actually did. It just made me feel like made me feel like my room was very long. It made me feel like my outside was very long, but that was it. And then I did the mushroom trip one more time again. My girl was telling me like some shit like, the 2,000 I took was too small. Like, you feel me? Like, I need to up the dose. Shazam. So, she decides to take the shit with me. I'm like, that's cool. Fool, I take 4,000 milligrams, bro. 4,000 milligrams. I down 4,000 milligrams of little motherfuckers. She takes 2,000 of little motherfuckers. The only thing I have on my mushroom trip, now mind you, this is pills though. These pills is like, yeah. No, not from. I ain't never been to Florida before. Actually, I've been to Florida just to play game though, football game. But she start crying, cause the only thing I felt from mushroom trip is I was scared as a motherfucker one time, and I was only scared for like. I was scared for like 5 seconds. 5 minutes. No, I was scared for like 5 minutes. I was sitting in the kitchen, cooking food, and I felt like my side of my barbershop was just looking at me. You feel me? That was the only thing. That was the only thing I ever got. But I go in the room, nigga, my girl crying, nigga. She's literally, nigga, she's crying. I had an edible from a corner of it. Nah, man, I be eating. I can't even lie. Me and edibles. I low-key like edibles though. Edibles is low-key very good. I fuck with edibles. Weed edibles are very, very like.
Subject 34.
But what we need to do is DMT. I want to do DMT so bad. I want to do this drug right here. I want to do this so bad. So fucking bad. So bad I want to do DMT. But I know as soon as I take the first fucking dose of DMT, nigga, my brain just gonna be like, you feel me? I already know my shit just gonna tweet, cause my shit gonna fucking tweet. You see? Never heard that? Let me show. Okay, so DMT, right? It's basically okay, it's a psychedelic, right? It basically changes. This video is gonna do a better explaining of what it is than what I can. But it only lasts 15 minutes. It only lasts 15 minutes. It literally only lasts 15 minutes. Your body literally cannot have you go over 18 minutes. Your body cannot do that. It's literally impossible for you to pass the amount of time that it's supposed to really be in. So for this actual reality, the time that your body can let you be in that mind state is only for a little bit amount of time. But your body makes this the same chemical that is making you see this reality that you're going to see. Your body literally makes that through your kidneys. Your kidneys, you make that shit, and your lungs make that shit. So that's just regular without you ever taking it. Your body just makes it, right? But now your kidneys digesting that shit every time. And then your throat got that shit too. Your brain have that shit too. So I'm believed that's what making you see this reality. And that is also the shit that spikes up whenever you die. And that's the shit that spikes up whenever they born you. So whenever they born you, boom, that shit goes, woo, he's ready. That's what takes you on this trip of your lifetime trips. But if you add this bitch. I've never been under anesthesia before. No.
She's just been given a substance often described as the most powerful psychedelic drug.
This shit is the strongest shit you can ever take, though. That's what they said. They said the strongest shit you can ever take. The only reason I don't want to take it is because I'm legitimately scared. I'm literally terrified to take it. But I would do it just because I want to see what mine is. Because like, honestly, it's almost like, what if you survive? You come out that bit, It's gonna change. It's gonna change. I want to see what's gonna happen. I'm really interested to see what's in my mind.
In the world. It makes her feel like she's being launched into outer
Just like that. Just like this is what people have described that shit to be like.
space. Other users report near-death experiences, profound insights, and mythical encounters with spiritual beings.
Yes, folks talk about people actually talk about how they see like these gigantic ass folks, bro. Big ass people. They see like something like this right here. They see it very, very big, but with all these colors around it, bro. These huge colors, rainbows around it. And they like that shit. Your mama, nigga.
The drug appears to shake the very foundations of human perception.
It is one of the most weird and unexpected.
The craziest thing is you on DMT right now. You just don't know that shit. Well, actually, you do know that shit because I just told you because you're seeing something. So you're on that shit right now.
The things a person can go through.
We're talking
Somebody just knocked on my door like that. Are they fucking dying?
about dimethyltryptamine, or DMT. In its pure synthetic form, it looks like an inconspicuous crystalline powder.
It's a very simple molecule.
And yet, DMT has been puzzling scientists around the globe for more than a century. The substance has been used in indigenous cultures for thousands of years. It occurs naturally in plants, animals, and even in the human body.
Yes.
But when it interacts with our brain, things seem to go completely off the rails. Many users say DMT fundamentally changed their lives.
This game, you're not ready.
And yet, other experiences suggest there's more to DMT than profound revelations, mystical encounters, and medical promise. For some people, the substance can also open doors to the darkest corners of their consciousness. This is the enduring mystery of DMT.
But you see, for me, I low-key want to see this shit though. I want to see what they talking about, bro. Chasing that high. Honestly, bro, for you to get that high back, you just gotta lay off. You want the high back, just don't do it no more. If you want that high, just stop. If you want to be high more, stop. If you want to be higher than you ain't never be high before, stop it. Dead ass. Literally just stop. If you want to be more higher, stop. Relax. Breathe for a minute. Let your brain be in this reality for a little bit. Let your brain get accustomed to this reality. Let your brain know that this reality is going to be in for a while. And then you shock that motherfucker again. Boom! Now you like, what the fuck? You feel me? That's what you feel me, cuz? Hey, W stream today, guys. W fucking stream. Round of applause for Sly, man. W's. Sly, you know you like my day one, Sly. Sly, I become like Kai Cenat or some shit. I'm gonna have you as a guest for sure. You my dog, Sly. And chasing that high is so real, bro. Yes, bro. Chasing that high is real. This, imagine. What are you gonna do? You see this? You in your room, you just open your eyes, and this is what your room is. People gonna say, get high and watch TV. Girl, where the fuck is the TV? Where the fuck is the TV? Where the fuck is the TV? Where the fuck is the TV, girl? Where the fuck is the TV? A guest is crazy. Do you want to fucking host it? You want me to say bring you up here as a what? A host, nigga? A host, shit? You want to be a host, shit? Somebody guess is crazy, girl. Hold on, chat. Speaking of Sly, you need to get high with me, Sly. Might as well roll up right now, Sly. Might as well roll up. We finna get loaded, and we gonna watch DMT. We gonna. Actually, let's not say fucking loaded. Now it makes it sound like some fucking junkies. Not no goddamn. You know, let's lock the fuck in, guys. W's. This is actually interesting, though. I should really be on here, you know, doing more stuff that I actually interested in, because I'm actually interested in these drugs. I ain't never gonna do something like this.
November
There's certain
1852.
ones I stay away from. Acid, I ain't gonna do acid. One, I don't even like the way the fucking name sounds. What the fuck? Acid? Acid? No. I'm not doing nothing called fucking acid. That's like you trying to give me a fucking weed and you telling me, hey nigga, this called death stroke. What, nigga? Death stroke, nigga? I don't want to know. DMT got a little bit of that D alone, a little bit scare me, because I think death. DMT? But acid, no. I can't fuck
This
with
is
acid.
British botanist Richard Spruce. For the past 3 years, he's been making his way through the Amazon rainforest.
Oh, yeah? This is how you feel. Thank you, man. W's. No, it's honestly, see the way you just talking to me. I like this, though. You know, talking, I fuck with this, though. Yeah, that's real. I might get fried and stop talking and be all calm and shit. Y'all know how I get. Well, we done chopped it up. You know, we good. real. W's though. You my homie for real, man. W's, man. W's.
First, to study plants. He's particularly interested in mosses. Along the way, he keeps encountering indigenous communities living deep in the jungle. He learns.
Hold on, what the fuck? Chat, what the fuck? How we get here? We don't know what the hell happened. How we get here? Okay, November 1852. Okay.
British botanist Richard Spruce. For the past 3 years, he's been making his way through the Amazon rainforest to study plants. He's particularly interested in mosses. Along the way, he keeps encountering indigenous communities living deep in the jungle. He learns their languages and studies their customs. Right now, Spruce is staying with an indigenous group in what is now northwestern Brazil. Today is a special occasion. The tribe is about to hold a spiritual ceremony, and at the center of it all is this ritual brew. Its key ingredient is a specific type of liana. Indigenous people have been drinking or chewing it.
See, now, I don't know where DMTs come from, though. That one, I cannot tell that off my head. I don't know where that comes from. But I do know about toad, though. You know about toad? Toad?
For thousands of years. Some groups call it napa, others bako, or pinde. This group calls it kapi. And tonight, Spruce is going to try it himself. He watches several young members of the community drink the mixture before him. He notes that, for about 10 minutes, they appear to be possessed with reckless fury. Then they calm down and simply continue dancing. Then it's his turn. But the tribe didn't just prepare kapi for him.
I had scarcely...
I can't imagine being that fucking terrified, bruh. Like, imagine how fucking terrified you would really fucking be, bruh. I done had a weed paranoid before, bruh. So I know what the fuck that feel like. Cause whenever you have a weed paranoia, bruh, no, nigga, can't no soul tell you not dying, nigga. It don't matter, dude. It does not matter what they're telling you, fam. If you think you dying, cuz, nobody can tell you different. Nobody can tell you a fuck name. They can't tell you nothing. Man, some good edibles in your system, nigga. If you think you dead, you ain't gonna hear nothing from nobody. Until that 2 hour run out. Until that 2 hour run out, and you keep drinking that water and eat some bread, some Waffle House. If you even make it to Waffle House and out of Waffle House calmly. You feel me?
Dispatched 1 cup of the nauseous beverage.
So imagine I'm tweaking off DMT, nigga. The strongest drug in human for 15 minutes. I might just off myself, bro.
Bridge, when the ruler of the feast came up with a woman bearing a large calabash of mandioca beer called kashiri.
After that, protocol demands that he top things off with a cigar and a cup of palm wine. Spruce has to fight off the urge to vomit and stretches out in a hammock. The kapi is slowly kicking in. He later notes in his journal that white men taking kapi all seem to report the same experience.
They feel alternations of cold and heat, fear and boldness. The sight is disturbed, and visions pass rapidly.
So white men that take it pretty much have the same type of thing. What?
Before the eyes, wherein everything gorgeous and
My fault, chat. I gotta actually watch the video and I'll just make assumptions in 3 minutes in. That's on me.
magnificent they have heard or read of seems combined, and presently the scene changes to things.
Hold on, bro. Hold on, chat. Hold on, chat. Cause I'm gonna actually post this. I gotta move you out the way. You over here just, me and you just out here chopping it up. I gotta put you somewhere.
Uncouth and horrible.
I gotta go back. What?
Wherein everything gorgeous and magnificent they have heard or read of.
To report the same experience. Notes stretches out in a hammock. The kapi is slowly kicking in. He later notes in his journal that white men taking kapi all seem to report the same experience.
They feel alternations of cold and heat, fear and boldness. The sight is disturbed, and visions pass rapidly before the eyes, wherein everything gorgeous and magnificent they have heard or read of seems combined, and presently the scene changes to things uncouth and horrible.
Shopping is hard. Make it easy with Stitch Fix. Get outfits you love
And I also think I think humans like to be scared.
without any of the hassle. First, tell it.
I think humans like pain. I think it's literally just embodied into our physique. We like pain. Think about this shit. Your body, if you don't put it through immense pain, you don't be in shape. If you don't work out, you feel me? And working out is pretty much how you working it out. You how you getting in shape. You breaking down your fucking muscles. You breaking down your all this shit. If you don't work out, you feel me? Like, so yeah, and then we go on fucking roller coasters. We do all of this type of shit because we're not fighting anymore. So we're not going to wars anymore. We are not going to battles anymore. So people, it's like almost like our body is still looking for that trail, bro. We're not, you feel me? Our body's still looking for that trail. So I truly do believe some off with niggas though, for sure. Niggas, come on now.
Hey, this is Jonah.
And I think we're programmed like that. Like it's literally, it's not even it's literally embodied into just the art of just being human. That's why a child can be 2 years old and you can already tell, okay, this child gonna be mean as fuck when he grow up. He gonna be fighting. He gonna be doing this. He's 2 years old. You can already tell. He made like that. You feel me? I don't know how to explain it. Like, you can. Yeah, when your heart drops, folks like that shit, bruh. Folks like you can tell how a child really. You feel me? That's how a child can still be mean and all beating people up and shit as a young age. Yes, bro, cause he's past life or genetically down the line, ancestor wise, something. That anger, that fucking violent gene is there at such a young age, and I believe it's because it's literally it's literally just embodied into our fucking body. It's just who we are as a fucking community. As humans, we just can't help it. humanity would fucking fall into a chaos if everything was just purely happy, and I completely believe that. Yes.
One of the founders of Fern.
We can't do
It's not just psychedelics that can shape our minds. Our thoughts and emotions are molded by relationships, opportunities, but also uncertainty and major life events. For many in our team, pressures often come as deadlines piling up. It's not always dramatic, but over time it can become serious. That's why we encourage our team and viewers to seek support if needed. Some choose to talk to a friend, a colleague, or professionals like the paid partner of today's video. BetterHelp matches you with credentialed therapists based on your preferences, and you can switch therapists anytime. We are aware of the criticism surrounding the platform, and online therapy certainly isn't for everyone. But we also believe it can be genuinely helpful to many. Recent surveys show that 86% would use their service again. And since 2023, BetterHelp has improved its data. Or go to Better.
I should probably go therapist, and I should just stream me being on therapy session.
BetterHelp.com/Fern to get 10% off your first month.
Spruce calls the plant Banisteria caapi. Banisteria was the term used at the time for a class of tropical climbing plants. Caapi is an indigenous word for grass. He samples a couple of those vines, dries them, and has them shipped to England. Over the following years, Spruce keeps traveling to South America and repeatedly comes across caapi. One of these encounters takes place in 1857 among an indigenous group in Peru. They also use the vine to prepare a powerful brew. They mix it with other plants and call it ayahuasca. Spruce.
Yes, I want to do ayahuasca, but I don't think is ayahuasca and DMT the same shit though.
Apparently doesn't drink it himself this time. Instead, he asks the locals to describe their experiences to him. To Spruce, the brew remains an unsolved mystery. He simply can't figure out which particular substances cause these extreme effects. He's already familiar with opium and cannabis, but caapi seems to be much more potent. What he doesn't realize is that he's been looking in the wrong place. The plant he sent back to Europe isn't the key ingredient. Technically, it's not the liana or Banisteria caapi that produces the intoxicating effect. The real trigger is a special compound found in the leaves mixed into the brew. DMT. More precisely, N-DMT. Its molecular structure is surprisingly simple compared to other psychedelics. Its complete name is N-dimethyltryptamine, but we'll simply refer to it as DMT throughout this video. German-Canadian chemist Richard Manske was the first to synthesize the substance in the early 1930s. Back then, he had no idea of its extraordinary psychoactive effect.
I don't know what that means. What are those synthesize? What does that even mean, bro? Somebody please let me know. What the fuck does that even mean? All those synthesizing drugs they be doing, what that mean? Just, I guess, a little bit less stronger that people can have it. That's how we can have it in the stores. Like, what the fuck that mean? Or is it just made without the actual stuff? It's just duplicated with straight bio? What that mean?
At its core, DMT is characterized by a nitrogen atom bonded to two methyl groups, hence the name dimethyl. A methyl group consists of one carbon atom bonded to 3 hydrogen atoms. It's one of the simplest building blocks in organic chemistry.
Let's see that again. She opens the Gemini app, uploads her 5,000-word scholarship application, and asks Gemini to check it against the requirements. Don't blink. That's the Google magic touch there. Dotting every T and crossing every I. It's the other way around, Tom.
Hotels.com is where you go to choose from hundreds of thousands of hotels and earn rewards on every stay. It's exactly what it sounds like. Unlike catfish, which is not what it sounds like. Hotels.com. It's all in the name.
The nitrogen atom is connected via a short carbon chain to the most important part of the molecular structure, the so-called indole ring. The same structural feature can also be found in other known psychedelics like LSD or psilocybin, and within the molecular structure of serotonin. Serotonin is a neurotransmitter, a molecule that carries chemical messages or signals between nerve cells. It plays a key role in some of our most essential bodily functions, from mood, sleep, digestion, and nausea, to wound healing and sexual desire. Because of their structural similarity, psychedelics like DMT can bind to the same receptors usually used by serotonin.
They're like key locks, and drugs are like specific keys that act on specific key locks. And so these classic psychedelic drugs, with which DMT is one of them, act on specific key locks in the brain, and specifically these serotonin receptors in the brain.
This is Chris Timmerman. He's a neuroscientist and one of the world's leading researchers on DMT. He spends much of his time traveling for research, so we're lucky enough to catch him on a video call. It's likely that DMT was also the main active compound in the brew that Spruce encountered back in the jungle. Today, that mixture is widely known as ayahuasca. To produce it, you mainly need two ingredients. The first one consists of plants that contain DMT. They grow across large parts of the Amazon basin.
What if psychedelics is what we are calling religion? That's crazy. That's crazy. People talk about they done seen stuff. They seen, oh my God, Moses, burning bush. This guy is literally standing. He's standing and he's talking to a burning bush. Guy, is that not? That's not blow. I'm crazy. He's talking to a burning bush. He's literally there just talking to a bush that is burning, but it's not burning. So can't that just be somebody being high? Crazy? No? You feel me? What if?
Though not exclusively there. The second ingredient is the Kapi liana, documented by Spruce.
No, I don't believe that though. I don't believe that. I don't think it's all just religion with the shit, but
it doesn't contain DMT itself, but it is crucial for making the DMT in the brew psychoactive. Mixing and boiling the two together produces the psychedelic plant drink known as ayahuasca. Psychedelics are generally considered physiologically safe and non-addictive. That's one of the key differences
you start getting deep and you turn it off. What you mean? Deep in what?
Between them and drugs like cocaine or amphetamines. Those primarily act as stimulants. They artificially increase dopamine and norepinephrine levels in the brain and strongly activate our reward system. Psychedelics, on the other hand, alter perception itself. Users may see or hear things that aren't there, hallucinate, and lose their sense of time and space. Some report life-changing experiences. In many ways, psychedelic substances seem to fundamentally alter how we think and feel, which is precisely why DMT continues to fascinate scientists to this day.
In terms of the psychological impact of the experiences, in terms of the subjective effects it generates, it is one of the most weird and unexpected things a person can go through.
April 19th, 1943, a bike path near Basel in Switzerland. This is Swiss chemist Albert Hofmann. He works as a researcher for a Swiss pharmaceutical company. Riding next to him is his lab assistant. He explicitly asked her to come along. He's desperately trying to get home. Earlier that day, he started conducting an experiment on himself. He dissolved 250 grams of lysergic acid, diethylamide, in water and ingested it. He had synthesized the compound in the lab after isolating it from the ergot fungus. And right now, he's feeling a bit under the weather.
Everything in my field of vision wavered and was distorted as if seen in a curved mirror. I also had the sensation of being unable to move from the spot. Nevertheless, my assistant later told me that we had traveled very rapidly.
Stretching out on the couch back home doesn't help much either.
My surroundings had now transformed themselves in more terrifying ways.
That's what I was just saying, nigga. Imagine you there, nigga, and then your TV, baby, talking about watch TV. Baby, where's the TV?
Everything in the room spun around, and familiar objects and pieces of furniture assumed grotesque, threatening forms. They were in constant motion, animated as if driven by an inner restlessness. The lady next door, whom I scarcely recognized, brought me milk. She was no longer Mrs. R, but appeared instead as a malevolent, insidious witch wearing a colored mask.
Albert Hofmann has just embarked on the world's first LSD trip. He has no idea what the substance does. He believed 250 micrograms to be prudently safe dose, but it turns out to be extraordinarily potent, and now he fears he may lose his mind. A few hours later, the effects slowly begin to soften. The trip becomes more pleasant. As he steps out into his garden after a spring rain, it feels as though he's seeing everything for the very first time.
Everything glistened and sparkled in a fresh light.
From that day on, Hoffman is convinced that this tiny molecule holds enormous power, that it could someday be of great value to medicine and psychiatry. His discovery jumpstarts the entire field of psychedelic research. Hoffman inspires many other scientists to follow his lead, and in the 1950s, he becomes the first to isolate the psychoactive compound psilocybin from psychedelic mushrooms. That's another major milestone. But psychedelic research also turns its attention to DMT. Scientists discover more and more plants that contain the substance. To date, it has been found in at least 50 different plant species. DMT has also been found in mammals like rats and rabbits. In the 1960s, a German researcher team even found traces of the substance in human blood. Shortly after, US Nobel Prize-winning scientist Julius Axelrod provided evidence that DMT occurs naturally in the human brain. It's even considered endogenous, meaning our own bodies produce it naturally.
There's a saying that says DMT is...
If your body's making this shit naturally, cuz if your body is making this, is your body's literally making the DMT, right, naturally, what is stopping me to believe that if your body's making DMT naturally, and DMT is basically a psychedelic that fucks up with your reality and what you're seeing, your perception, what you're seeing. So why can I not believe that DMT is pretty much what is giving us this, this reality? That's crazy. That's fucking ridiculous. That's not, you cannot fucking tell me that's fucking ridiculous. I refuse to fucking listen to that. Because one, you don't know, and I don't know either. But I can't just be at home I gotta ask, you feel me? I wanna know.
everywhere. And it is also found in the human body and in a lot of mammals' bodies as well.
Throughout the 1960s, scientists keep isolating DMT in humans, animals, and plants. And meanwhile, psychedelics are starting to seep into popular culture.
You know the feeling, the drive to take the lead. We give you the path to top outcomes, top earnings, and an unmatched return on investment. Not everyone is ready to build what's next, but Kettering isn't for everyone.
How often have you taken LSD?
About 4 times.
The swinging 60s are the peak years of the hip.
4 times he takes LSD. But what that mean though, 4 times? Like 4 times in a sitting, or like 4 times? Hold on, chat. I gotta pee, bro. Hold on. Like 4 fucking times this nigga just said? 4 times? 4 times is actually pretty fucking insane, guys. 4 times is actually pretty fucking insane.
Hippie movement and psychedelics like LSD, the Cultural Revolution is fueled by activists, intellectuals, and artists alike. One of them is Terence McKenna. He is just studying at Berkeley. He's 18 years old and has already done his fair share of experiments with psychedelics like LSD. But what he is about to experience tonight will eclipse everything he has ever felt. A friend has come to visit and brought this white crystalline powder. He claims it was stolen from a US Army chemical research facility.
A friend always bringing shit to niggas, bro. We gotta stop taking shit from friends, bro. I'm starting to believe this shit. We gotta stop taking shit from friends, bro. We have to stop taking shit from friends, bro. Cause these friends, they come to your house. They just be coming to our house with bullshit, bruh. You feel me? Straight rubbish. Straight shit that we don't even need, cuz. Straight just nonsense, bro. Straight mod things, bro. They come to your house with just shit that you don't even need. Come to your house with problems. Come to your house talking about hoes. Come to your house talking about just cause hold on, bro. I gotta pose this shit too. Now, I know we trying to get up. You feel me? We trying to go up. You know how that go. You know. Sorry, man. Hold on, chat. Hold on. Give me a little minute. Give me a little bit. 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 Give me like 2 seconds. Bet. Come on. Nigga said his friend came to the house and brought him this bullshit. Telling you, bruh. Friends always come to your house with bullshit, bruh. You can't do nothing. Your homie always gonna come there with some nonsense, with some shit you don't need. Cause we gotta. This nigga first time ever trying some shit like this. His homie came over there and brought this to him. And I can't even lie. If I found some shit like this, guess who I'm going to go get that shit to and tell him let's try it together. The homie. So I can't even blame cuz. But god damn, bro. Friends, bro. That's why you gotta pick your friends wisely, bro. You gotta pick your friends incredibly wisely. I honestly believe that.
It's DMT. And for the first time in his life, young Terrence McKenna is about to smoke it.
I had this hallucination of tumbling forward into these fractal geometric shapes made of light, and then I found myself in the equivalent of the Pope's private chapel. And there were insect elf machines proffering strange little tablets with strange writing on them. These self-transforming machine elf creatures were speaking in a colored language which condensed into rotating machines that were like Fabergé eggs.
Nigga, imagine you see this. What are you gonna do if you saw this, bruh? Dude, he just said he fell into he fell into a container. Guy, he fell into a container. Now this is what he's looking at. I ain't signed up for this. Oh boy, I would lose my mind. I don't know what I would do, bro. I would literally lose my fucking marbles. Yeah, I ain't ready for that type of shit, bro. Cause what do you mean they're talking in a different language and it's making an egg? Excuse me, what? They are talking a different language and it's making a fucking egg.
These self-transforming machine elf creatures were speaking in a colored language which condensed into rotating machines that were like Fabergé eggs. All this stuff was so weird and so alien and so un-Englishable that it was a complete shock. I mean, the literal
white folks, fool. He probably was just there, just honestly chilling. Oh, dude, what the fuck's going on? Oh, dude, like, whoa, dude, do you have wings? Dude, do you have wings? Nigga, oh! You feel me? I'm overly tweaking. It don't matter if I said I wanted to try this enough. I'm tweaking.
Turning inside out of my intellectual universe. It's like being struck by noetic lightning.
He still had not tell me he screamed. Did he scream? Did he scream? Did he at least was he terrified?
The experience completely changes McKenna's view of life and reality. He becomes convinced that there is another secret world, one we normally can't see or access.
Oh, most definitely. No, and I'm not hearing nothing from nobody. If you're trying to tell me that there's not another word out there that we can see, that something that, you feel me, I'm not hearing nothing. No. Because at that point, you literally just yapping. You don't know what you're talking about. And that's why I'm still talking about that sleep stuff, bro. Where do we go whenever we sleep? Because it's not cool that you can just tell me I'm gone for 8 hours. And nobody, you don't know where I am for 8 fucking hours. And niggas is just okay because, oh yeah, bro, your eyes was closed. But everybody have an idea though, wherever you go, whenever your eyes get closed for a very long time, and you're not coming back anymore. Everybody have an idea. Everybody saying you go heaven or hell. You're going heaven. You're going to heaven. Oh, you're in heaven now because you died. You think so because you think so. Everybody's convinced now that somewhere you're going. But it's crazy for me to say where you're going. Those little moments of the day where you basically die. We have moments in the day where we die. That's not crazy to niggas, bro. That's only crazy to me. You literally have times in the day where you die, bro. Times in the day that you literally basically die. 8 hours they tell you you're supposed to have that you're basically dead. Sleep. And I understand your mind is resting. Don't come to my chat telling me you resting. You just sleep. I get that, bro. I get that. I understand. I get that. Nobody's saying we should not do that, bro. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying, though, nigga, this shit's mandatory, nigga. So is death, nigga. It's literally mandatory, gang. You die, nigga. It's mandatory. You have to sleep. You literally have to sleep. You can't go 2-3 days without sleeping. You have to sleep. You gotta go to that place. You literally have to return back to wherever the hell you are going back to. And I'm not. Honestly, the reason why I'm still talking about this sleep shit, is because, again, like I said, whenever I talk about or whenever I question this kind of stuff or just talk about, shit like this conspiracy stuff that I'm into, folks always pull religion out on me, like, or they always feel like I'm not close to God, or like that I'm off God, or like that I'm going astray or some shit like that. And I'm just like, gang, bro. Somebody literally had to think about all these stuffs, bro, first. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to be the person that thinks about these stuffs. But damn, though. I'm going to go to hellfire just because I'm in my room, but it's because I'm thinking, like, damn, bro. Where the fuck we go when we sleep? Like, and I know you're going to be like, dreams. Where the fuck is this dream taking place? So it's literally that some people literally, you can literally have a dream and you can fucking have a heart attack in that. You can believe that dream so strong, and you can, like, somebody done had a heart attack in their dream before. So it's like somebody done had a heart attack from their dream before. Have somebody have heart attack from somebody gotta have done this shit before. Come on, man. Yes, bruh. Bruh, no way you can't tell me people have never died from dreams before. I'm wrong. I can't. So why do people just die in their people? I don't want to just search up why do people just die. Can people die in their sleep? Because obviously, folks can die in their sleep. Yes, but can people die? Can you die from a dream? Can you die from a dream? No, a dream cannot directly kill down a dream. That's not that's not what I'm really asking, though. Fuck, bro. I don't think I'm even putting the shit the way I wanted to put it, right, bro? Because I'm basically trying to ask here, like, could you die? Yes, if you have a. I spent a lot of thinking about how I was in the author. I've only died once in my dream, but it was enough that it changed me. As a kid, I used to go over to my joy house and we'd climb trees. I mean, what his family would do for hours, just climb trees. Sometimes we try climbing different ways or climb even higher than normal. One time we climbed to the top of a 40-foot tree and used a pocket knife to cut down the 5 feet off. Don't ask why, I don't know. My point is, we climbed a lot of trees and we loved heights. One day we were climbing an old looking tree, you know, the type of tree that's looking half dead, and it just makes it look really old. I was about 20 or so feet in the air and I climbed onto a really thick branch, big enough that I could just as my fingers are reaching the branch one below me, I snapped, fell on my feet. It scared me a little bit, you can imagine. Scared my friend too, almost fell on his head. Climbed down, 3 at night. I climbed down and it was at the end of the trees for the night. The next day we were right back on it though. What the fuck was the point of that story, nigga? Including the story, true about heights, I give on. Hey, this nigga's life is actually interesting. God damn, nigga, you wrote this? Hold on, bro. Let me not just skip by your life, nigga. It gotta be a white man. I knew it, bruh. It just had to be a white nigga to write some shit like this, bruh. No nigga writing something like this, bruh. Look at him, bruh. Probably feel Trump supporting type of nigga too, bruh. Nah, I'm trolling, bruh. Let's not. James, bruh. Let me read your story, though. I fuck with this. Let me see. Hold on. It seems like he actually got some shit to say, though. So I felt very blah. One, just my finger. Okay, right here. I'm including that story to highlight that I was absolutely thrilled about heights. It gave me an adrenaline rush to high up on something and look down and respected heights. I was careful. I would and however do things that other people would have considered too risky. It did not bother me though. I was careful and it was fun. When I had this dream, even since this nigga what nigga. When I had this dream, even ever since this dream, I had a part of fear of height. Nothing like a major acrophobia. I could still find height thrilling, but I could find them thrilling and scary now. One single dream turned something I love into something I love and hate, and a purpose on a dream. In the dream, Joe and I were climbing trees again. Oh yeah? This is what he tells us. Boom. In the dream, Joey and I were climbing trees again, which is odd since this happened in my late 20s. I hadn't climbed trees since I was around 13 and didn't seem odd enough, of course. It was in the dream completely normal. We were climbing up this skinny tree around 30 feet up in the air. We couldn't climb any higher on this tree, but we were all right next to the tree and it went high. The other tree wasn't very far either. It was very close. We could easily jump from that tree to damn. Oh yeah, white people shit, okay. So Joey jumps over, no problem. He gets his feet on the branch. He grabs the trunk. He climbs around the tree to get out of the way so I could jump over. So I gauge the distance, my balance, pick my landing, and I jump. I easily cleared the distance. Unfortunately, though, I cleared it too much. Instead of landing on the branch, I hit my face first on the trunk. It dazed me, so I lost my balance and fell. Damn. Shazam. Damn. I fell straight down, not hitting a single branch. That's what I'm telling you, bro. My fucking sounds too fucking long, man. I'm getting fucking... In my sound, my gosh. Damn, bro. That's the wrong sound, too. I gotta do better with this sound shit. Damn, bro. Damn, bro. At this point, the dream shifts. I don't think it's about... Okay, blah, 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 which I cleared it too much. Okay, at this point, the dream shifts, which I don't think it was about because the dream did that. They would shift from first to third person and back again. It doesn't really mean anything. Usually, it doesn't really mean anything. This time, I was looking down my body and thinking, this doesn't look too bad. Then my friend got me and turned over and my face had basically collapsed. I was clearly dead. This shocked me. Even in a dream, I was dead. How could I be dead? I'm right here. Except then I look at my hand and I noticed I could see through them. And at this point, I started to float upwards. I woke up sweating and painting, extremely frightened, but not really understanding why. It was just a dream. Why would I be frightened because of a dream? I couldn't put my finger on it, but it felt way more real than just a dream. And unlike most dreams, I couldn't just forget it either. I really remember my dreams for more than a few minutes on waking. But not this dream though. I could still remember seeing my own body being turned over and realizing I was dead. So yes, you can die in a dream. It is a myth that if you die in your dream, you die in real life. This dumbass nigga, man. Why the fuck I read this nigga's fucking thing then, bruh? This nigga just, fuck this nigga, bruh. I die in a dream. No, that's not what I'm talking about, bro. It's not what I'm really asking, bro. I'm asking, can you die from being so scared in your dream? Can you die from that? Can you be so scared in your dream and literally, basically have a fucking heart attack? That's not what I'm asking. Hey. Can you be so scared in your dream that you die? Why are extremely ferric and massive general rush? Dreams about death. Dreams about, what does it mean when you dream about feeling death? Hey, these folks ain't talking about that.
He drops out of university to chase this mystery. He travels to Nepal to meet Tibetan shamans. He works as a professional butterfly collector in Indonesia, and he ventures deep into the Colombian jungle with his brother and 3 friends. McKenna's description of the so-called machine elves becomes a cultural reference. Countless DMT users later report encountering mystical entities that closely match what he described. He dies in 2000, leaving behind an extensive audio archive with over 500 hours of theories on psychedelics and spirituality.
A drug like synthetic ayahuasca, pharmawaska, do people realize this is the same thing as has been taken for thousands of years down there? Do they realize its role in shamanic healing?
By the late 1960s, authorities began cracking down on the widespread drug use in the US.
Well, I mean, if I was to say where I got it from, it's illegal and everything, it's silly to say that.
In 1966, California and Nevada become the first states to outlaw the production, sale, and possession of LSD. 2 years later, the drug is banned across the entire country.
America's public enemy number 1 is drug abuse.
America's war on drugs soon extends to much of the rest of the world. In 1971, the United Nations adopts the Convention on Psychotropic Substances. Many countries outlaw psychedelic substances and sharply restrict their use, including DMT. From that point on, only...
Why they don't like... What's up with these folks and keeping these stuff out of people's hands, though? Like, I understand... I guess you can be like... The government is trying to... Not even the government. These folks, you feel me? They... Them folks that's in power. You can just say... Them folks there, you feel me? We put them there. They can basically say what they want to say. Or you can say, these folks there, they are leaders, and I guess they know what's best, whatever. That's why they're telling us we can't do all this shit. Or they can't just put these stuff out in the streets, though. They cannot just do that, because if they do that, it's just going to, nigga, we just going to be just fucked up. I'm not advocating for that. That's not what I'm talking about. But I feel like I just still can never really understand the concept that another grown ass man can tell me I cannot do this. I'm a grown ass fucking man. If I want to take DMT today on this planet that we was both born on, they both gave birth to us on this planet. But you think that something gives you the rights, though, to tell us we cannot do it. If a group of junkies want to be some junkies, you gotta let them be some junkies. Okay? You can't go over there fucking with them folks. That's why weirdly even the police, the police, like, when I get the police, you feel me, they gotta protect. But you feel me, like, goddamn, twin, like, these niggas they want to do whatever they want to do again. Let needs be. They want to just kill each other in the hood. Let them you know, people that don't want to be there doing that kind of stuff just leave, you know. Or it's not really that easy though. We're not even gonna get to that part right now though. RC.
A handful of approved
Damn though, what if though they don't like us having this because this open our mind. But that's just some dumb shit for you to say though. Crazy shit. People always say shit like that. Is that dumb? Is that retarded? Who knows?
scientific institutions are allowed to continue their research on them, and even they have to adhere to extremely strict regulations. For decades, DMT research effectively grinds to a halt.
The whole class of compounds got pulled off the clinical bench, and no research has gone on for 40 years.
One of the tragedies to me is that the clinical research on these substances pretty much stopped around 1970.
Dr. Rick Strassman is a psychiatrist. He's set on bringing psychedelic research back to life. His study is the first attempt to observe the effects of psychedelic substances in humans in the US in over 20 years. He wants to know what DMT does to our mind and body. The participants are numbered. Sarah is subject 34. She's in her early 40s and lives with her second husband. She has 3 children and works as a freelance writer. She has told the researchers that an angel once visited her when she had a high fever as a child, and that every now and then she communicates with spirit guides for advice and support. She also suffers from depression.
Is she crazy though? Like, why do we think she's like? Why is it that whenever we hear stuff like that, people tell us something like that? Why is folks being like, no? Why? I tell you something though. Tell you whenever I was in Nigeria, right? Now I was a kid, I was little. Now, again, I don't know if it's just the mind, if it's just how strong the mind. You understand? If it's just the mind, if it's, I don't know. But when I was a kid, when I was in Nigeria, so there was a night that I was sleeping in the living room. So now I was sleeping in the living room. Yes, me and my uncle. Yes, my uncle had come. My uncle had came. Yes, my uncle had come to the house. He had came to the house that time, and you understand. Based on our uncle is home now. Last time I'm still with my grandma. Sleeping outside in the living room. My uncle. Still remember it's at nighttime. I woke up randomly. I don't want to give it a time because at that kind of time I be junky. I'm not really you understand? I don't remember the time though, but let's say like 2. Maybe 2, 1. Something like that. I was sleeping and I woke up. Nah, I'm a jit though. I'm not. I'm maybe like 10, 11, something like that. Yeah. And I look to the corner of the room, and till this time, I look to the corner of the room, and I'm telling you, there was a figure. There's a figure standing over there in the corner of the room. There's a tall figure standing in the corner of the room. But this figure though, now fuck with me now. This figure has horns. He has horns. But it's not the type of horns that's like, it don't just go like up. This shit don't go, it's not going up like this though. No. These horns, it's almost like braids type horns, almost like goat type horns. Like it went like this, and then went like and curved up. Now I don't know how I could see that, but I could clearly see that it was two big horns though that went back and curved, almost like Loki shit. But no, that's how. But anyways though, but I'm looking over the as I'm looking to the corner of the room, right, as a child, fam. Next thing you know, Okada drives by. But Okada, let's say motorcycle, drives by, and the light shines to that side of the room. Shines to that side of the room. It's a white light shines to the side of the room. But in my head, I'm just going. It's Okada drives by, and the light shines to that side of the room. And fool, I see like, no, I don't. I see a little bit of that's when I was able to see that figure a little bit. That's when I was able to see the figure. You understand? I start getting scared. I literally start getting scared. Then I look again. It's not there in that corner anymore. It's in another corner. And this time, the figure felt a little bit more, I don't know, but I just got so fucking scared, chat, and I literally fucking just screamed, Jesus, 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 literally screamed, Jesus, Jesus. And I grew up in a very, very Christian household. Very, very Christian. Like, when I tell you Christian, like, my grandfather, like, our church is mountain on fire. Now, people that is in, you guys probably don't know where that church is, but mountain on fire. You just know, they're praying to you over there. they're praying for you over there for sure. But and the Bible was always in front of me my whole life. As a child for sure, yes. Always my grandfather wake me up 6, ready to pray. You feel me? So but I'm saying all of this like on some shit like I guess that kind of confrontation isn't something that I guess cannot just be made in my head in the kind of environment that I was in when I was younger. You understand? It's possible that I was a child, maybe my grandfather, maybe I've read something in the Bible, I read something. And as a child too, whenever I was little, I loved to read Revelations. I loved Revelations has always been my favorite part of the Bible. Revelations has always been my favorite part of the Bible. Nobody can tell me otherwise. Revelation is the best verse. I don't know. It's the best chapter of the Bible. I don't even know how to explain it. But anyways though, so I shout Jesus, right? I shout Jesus, and as I shout Jesus, my grandfather comes out. My grandfather runs out from the room. He takes me. He asks me what happened. I tell him what happened, that I seen something in the corner of the room, and I screamed Jesus, So he was like, okay, we pray. My grandfather come out the room. Him and his wife come out the room. My uncle, my cousin, or I guess my brother come out the room too, from the other room that he's sleeping in. He comes out of that room. I tell everybody what happened. My grandfather takes me into his room. I'm sleeping with him in his room now. And that same night, as I'm sleeping in there, guess what the fuck happens, chat? My uncle fucking screams Jesus. He screams Jesus too. And as we run in there, We run into the living room, and my uncle is literally he's not laid down flat on his back, bro. No, it's not. Well, he's laid down flat on his back, but imagine you see where the pillow is right over there. Imagine you come back in here 2 seconds later, and my head is turned the other way, and my leg almost seems like my leg is almost in the air, like somebody's pulling him. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, and then that's what he said, and that's what we walk into. But, you know, we don't see nothing, though. You know, we just hear him screaming, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. And this literally happened that night. So, and I tell you that, I say that, though. I know there will be some head turners, like, nah, it's just all in your head. But I'm so sure about that night that even to this day, I can't even lie. Being in the dark sometimes fool fucks with me, bro. I can't be in the dark. But that's literally the weirdest thing, though. Just like that story that we just fucking read. The nigga said he still loved height. Still loved all this shit. It's like me. I can literally still be in the dark. I can literally still be in the dark. But I fear. I don't know how to explain it. I really do be feeling sometimes I'm getting watched, bro. Damn. I'm getting too deep with y'all too fast, bro. Fuck it, man. Fuck it. We family. We're family.
In her 20s, she overdosed on tranquilizers and was hospitalized for 2 weeks following the suicide attempt. Today, she wants to find out whether DMT can help her gain a deeper understanding of herself and her relationship to the universe. The experiment is set to begin in just a few seconds. The onset of DMT's effects largely depend on how you consume it. Most recreational users smoke DMT using a glass pipe. This makes the effects kick in extremely fast, usually in under 1 minute. The peak experience tends to last only a couple of minutes before wearing off. The smoke tastes unpleasant and can trigger coughing fits. Another substance closely related to N and DMT is called 5-MeO-DMT. This YouTuber smoked it for one of his videos. Others try to consume it like this. 5-MeO-DMT.
I'm sorry, what?
This YouTuber smoked it for one of his videos. Others try to consume it like this. 5-MeO-DMT occurs naturally in secretions of the Colorado River toad. A common misconception is that licking the toad will get you high. It won't, and it can be extremely toxic. Most research today focuses on synthetic 5-MeO-DMT. It also kicks in very fast and strong, but tends to produce far fewer visual hallucinations than N and DMT. DMT can also be snorted. In that case, the effects take a few minutes to kick in, but the trip also lasts a bit longer. Ayahuasca usually contains the highest dose of DMT. The effects begin after around 45 minutes and can last several hours. But the brew is tough on the stomach. Many people have to throw up during the trip. Two things are paramount for a pleasant...
Oh, no. Oh, fuck no. What? Hell no. Fuck no, boy. Are they fucking crazy? They just talked about we gotta vomit too?
On the stomach. Many people have to...
Oh, hell no, boy. No. No. Are they crazy? One, I'm already thinking I'm fucking dying already. Next thing you want to do is... I'm literally looking. And my TV is not there. My room is gone. I'm looking at angel niggas, bro. It's angel niggas right here. What's the angel niggas? Fam. They cannot be serious, bro. They literally cannot be dead ass. It's not dead ass.
Eve to me is basically freedom. It's a giant open universe where you can do...
It's not a cool thing for you to be saying. Eve, nigga. Like, bro, look at the type of niggas you're seeing in this shit. Where is it at, bro? Hold on. Where is it at? Look at the type of niggas this nigga is seeing, bro. No, I want to go here. The angel niggas, bro. The angel niggas. Imagine you get to see these angel niggas. And then, nigga, imagine.
Presently, the scene changes to things
one of the founders of Fern. It's not just these, but piling demon view the palace and human therapy as a globally recognized standard for.
Bro, you know the angel niggas I'm talking about, bro. Where's the angel niggas at, bro? You get to see some shit like this. Nigga, this happening to you in your eyes. And then you throwing up. Oh my God. This. And then you're throwing up? They cannot be fucking for you. What? What, nigga? What, nigga? What, nigga?
Hours.
For several
But the brew
hours?
is tough on the stomach. Many people.
And you don't even know if you are going to be among the subjects that is going to be vomiting, by the way. So it's almost like a coin flip. Imagine you now run mad. Oh, Jesus Christ. You now run mad on the ayahuasca. As you take it, immediately as you take it, boom, you run mad. You just run mad right there as you run mad. But your stomach also needs to vomit. And your perception too is, you nigga, this is what you looking at. Your perception too. You want to know your perception is this. It's literally better help. Or well, nigga, this. This what you looking at.
Seems combined, and presently the scene changes to things uncouth and horrible.
Nigga, this is what you're looking at. You're literally looking at that. As soon as you run mad, like you have already run mad in your head, though. Imagine you run mad, boom. The medicine is going to make you run mad.
The effects begin after around 4.
Because taking DMT can literally trigger schizophrenia, because it can trigger schizophrenia. So if it literally can trigger schizophrenia, imagine if as soon as you run mad like this, boom. First thing Monday morning you run mad as you take the DMT, boom. This ayahuasca, boom. You run mad.
45 minutes and can last several hours. But the brew is tough on the stomach. Many
Still gotta throw up. Nigga,
people have to throw up during the trip. Two things are paramount for a pleasant DMT
You might as well just off yourself, nigga.
experience: set and setting, the right mix of emotional stability and soothing surroundings. Experts
I heard too. They told me, they say if you want to do this stuff, you might as well, you feel me? You gotta make sure your mind is good. Make sure your mind is straight. Feel me? Make sure your mind is on a good, you understand?
Recommend a calm environment where users feel safe and are able to lie down comfortably. Mixing substances can be extremely dangerous. Some users avoid alcohol, masturbation, and watching the news before attending an ayahuasca retreat. But not even the best preparation can guarantee DMT won't produce.
For what reason are they not masturbating for? What are they gonna do for them?
Can be extremely dangerous. Some users are able to lie down surroundings. Set and setting. Trip. Two things are paramount for a pleasant DMT experience: set and setting, the right mix of emotional stability and soothing surroundings. Experts recommend a calm environment where users feel safe and are able to lie down comfortably. Mixing substances can be extremely dangerous. Some users avoid alcohol, masturbation, and watching the news before attending an ayahuasca retreat. But not even the best preparation can.
And you can't even beat your dick, nigga. So you can't even get post-nut clarity to tell you, all right, bruh. Don't. Oh, I'm lost, man. Still looking at drugs. Girl, I'm still on this video. I don't even know if you're a girl or a boy. But I'm still on this video. This same video. I've been talking about this same video for, I don't even know. This video is actually interesting as fuck.
Guaranteed DMT
Imagine, cuz, you on that bitch, cuz, and this is what you looking at, though, cuz. And you still have to throw up? Imagine.
won't produce what many call a bad trip. Some users online describe experiences that leave them shaken for days, with flashbacks to vivid hallucinations of falling or flying through tunnels, and encounters with frightening beings.
Look at this. Look at this. You looking at this nigga. Fam. You're going down
Flashbacks
this
to vivid
tunnel.
hallucinations of falling or flying through tunnels, and encounters with frightening.
You looking at cuz right here, and you still throwing up. Imagine, bro. I don't even know what I would do, bro.
Beings. Psychedelics can also worsen existing mental health issues. People who suffer from psychotic disorders or are mentally unstable should not take them.
What are you doing?
In general, DMT should never be used without professional guidance.
Happy Baby is the organic brand parents choose most. That's happy, baby.
We've got a doozy from the top-seeded AI. Let's dive in. She opens the Gemini app.
Sarah's experience will be guided by Dr. Strassman.
Lovely, beautiful baby. Lovely, beautiful baby.
In clinical settings like this one, DMT is administered via IV injection. It hits almost instantly. Sarah has previously been given a low introductory dose to see how her body reacts to the substance. Recreational users are advised to start with similar test doses. Sarah's low-dose experience has been pleasant and relaxing. Now she's about to receive 5 full doses. She will go on 5 consecutive trips. After each one, Strassman will let her come down to check in with her. She's all set. Sarah can feel the cool touch of Strassman's hand, and she's trying to count her heartbeats.
I got to 3 beats. Then there was a sound, like a hum, that turned into a whoosh. And then I was blasted out of my body at such speed, with such force, as if it were the speed of light. The colors were aggressive, terrifying. I felt as if they would consume me. As if I were on a warp speed conveyor belt heading straight into the cosmic, psychedelic buzzsaw. I was terrified. I felt abandoned. I'm completely and totally lost. I have never been so alone. I was scared, but I kept telling myself, relax, surrender, embrace. It was all flashing and whirling lights. I was rather
Nigga, what if that's what's happened? Oh my God, what if that's what's gonna happen to us when we die, bro? I literally don't want to fucking die. I 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 literally don't want to fucking die, bro. Why the fuck do we have to die? I don't want to fucking die. I don't want to die. Like, I literally don't want to. Like, I don't want to, gang. I don't. Why do we have to, bro? Why do we have to? I don't want to fucking. Oh my God, nigga, we gonna have to die one day, and I can't wrap my mind around that shit, cause I see niggas die every day. Every day I'm seeing niggas dying online, bro. It's not crazy. It could be you someday, bro. It's literally not crazy. But I'm not talking about no violent top dying. No, I'm talking about just you living your life, making money, you getting bitches. Or you in a good ass relationship with a nice woman, you know. Or you a girl, you feel me, with a boy, you feel me, or whatever way you want to do it. But think about if sexually you just satisfied. Sexually you satisfied. Money-wise you're satisfied. Desire-wise you're satisfied. Peace-wise you're satisfied in your mind. The way a human being want everything, you're still satisfied. You're still gonna have to die. Why? I just like Nigga, what? Wow, gang. You can leave some of us alive. Like, I don't want to miss out of these stories, bro. Like, you know how many stuff is fam. Think about this, bro. Nigga, we ain't missed nothing from slavery time. We right now don't really miss stuff from back in the day. When I mean back in the day, I mean like appliances and stuff like that. But imagine how that nigga would feel if he knew he could have just been alive to see this goddamn phone. And this is a kind of invention that, how long? 60, 70? I don't know, 60, 70, if even that much. If even that much. I sincerely doubt it's that much. I don't know. But, I'm not in the right state of mind to think. I'm going sick. You feel me? We got flying jets, nigga. We first in flight, nigga. That just happened in a grand scheme of things, though. I'm talking about grand scheme of things, cause your grandparents, they remember a time that there was no TV. Shazam. They remember a time that there was no TV. I don't want to miss out on oh my God, like I only gonna have a little bit of time to look at a little bit of stuffs. Think about that, bro. That's what I mean by damn, gang. I can't do that shit, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't want to die, bro. No. I do not want to die. No. At least if I die, I want to die on my own terms. My own terms. Like, I want to be able to be like, okay, I'm ready. Yeah, I'm you understand? Like, it's enough. You feel me? Some shit like that. But just dying of just pure, nigga, just natural causes, nigga, you just stopped working. Why, nigga? That's so sad, nigga. Why? Even fucking violence, nigga. We gotta stop that shit, bro. That shit not even cool no more.
Disappointed. Here I'm expecting this profound spiritual experience, and I get Las Vegas. But then, before I had much time to be disappointed, I flew on and saw clowns performing. They were like toys or animated clowns. I had the overwhelming urge to laugh. I was kind of self-conscious about it at first, but I couldn't contain myself, and I laughed out loud watching those clowns.
Is my sound good?
Suddenly, a pulsating entity appeared in the patterns. It sounds weird to describe it as Tinkerbell-like. It was trying to coax me to go with it. At first, I was reluctant. I did want to go with it. I could tell the drug was starting to wear off, and I wasn't high enough to follow it. I told it I can't go with you now. See, they want me back. It didn't seem to be offended and, in fact, followed me back until I sensed it had reached its boundary. I felt like it was saying goodbye.
Sarah needs a short break. The start of her trip has been especially intense. That's something Timmerman hears from many of his own participants.
People can feel, especially at the beginning of the experience, that they're being launched from a rocket, as if they're like going into outer space and they're in a rocket. And so there's a strong feeling of energy and vibrations in their body. They are interacting with beings, spirits, entities, jesters, clowns, a range of different ways in which people see these beings that interact with the participants, that they engage with them, invite them to something, to communicate, and so forth and so on.
Encounters with such beings seem to be a common experience in many DMT trips. For one of his studies, Timmerman analyzed nearly 4,000 DMT experiences posted on Reddit. almost half mentioned similar entity encounters. In a 2021 field study with 36 participants, almost everyone reported an encounter with some sort of sentient being.
Mom, what's that?
Nothing. Just get in the car. Let's go. Come on.
Who did that?
Get in right now.
Did you paint it or something?
But how do these encounters actually unfold? That's what Baltimore's Johns Hopkins University asked over 2,500 DMT users in an online survey. The first question was about the primary senses involved in the encounter. Most participants reported seeing them, and more than half described hearing them. About a third said they could touch them.
Nigga, was that just a Nazi fucking... Nigga, was that just a fucking Nazi fucking ad we just got, nigga? A Nazi ad, nigga? Excuse me? No Jewish. No Jews. I don't promote no hate. I don't promote no hate against nobody. Not a goddamn soul. It don't matter who you is, what side you're on. Yes, I said it. Nobody. No hate against anybody. None. No hate. So, I don't stand by that. Okay? Don't stand by that. I'm gonna live by that.
While some could even smell or taste them. A whopping 85% described their encounter as extrasensory or
I do hate a lot of niggas, though. There's a lot of niggas I don't like. So I don't know. I don't know if that statement kind of contradicts itself, but yeah.
telepathic. The most common descriptive labels for the entities were beings, guides, spirits, aliens, and helpers. Less common labels were clowns, demons, gnomes, monsters, or devils. As to the emotions involved, most participants reported feelings of love, trust, and joy. Only a minority experienced fear. 11% believed they had
What, nigga? What? So everybody say they meet something. So obviously, everybody can't. Okay. So if 60% saying they meeting beings, what the fuck is the other 60% meeting? What are the people that's not meeting these
aliens and helpers. Less common labels were clowns, demons,
That's what I want to know. Is there ever
gnomes,
been anybody that did not feel any of these stuffs and just felt something else? Like,
monsters, or devils. As to the emotions involved, most participants reported feelings of love, trust, and joy. Only a minority experienced fear. 11% believed they had encountered religious figures, meaning some people think they saw God in these beings.
This is what some of the research has found, and some people have reported that. And it is interesting because, in a way, God is a personification of these spiritual or mystical-like qualities.
I'm not going to follow you join this one. I'm not going to follow you and bring big guy into this. So,
It is according to certain religions, and it seems that DMT stimulates those sort of experiences.
DMT appears to have a significant impact on people's religious beliefs and their sense of spirituality. This study surveyed users who reported so-called God encounter experiences during psychedelic trips. 25% described them as atheists before their trip, meaning they didn't believe in God. Afterwards, their number dropped to just 7%. Among ayahuasca users, atheist identification declined from 12 to 3%. Sarah, too, is deeply moved by these encounters. She's about to receive her final injection.
I went directly into deep space. They knew I was coming back. They told me there were many things they could share with us when we learn how to make more extended contact. Again, they wanted something from me, not just physical information. They were interested in emotions and feelings. I told them, we have something we can give you, spirituality. I guess what I really meant was love. I tried to figure out how to do this. I felt a tremendous energy, brilliant pink light with white edges, building on my left side. I knew it was spiritual energy and love. They were on my right, so I reached out my hands across the universe and prepared to be a Brit.
what the fuck? She let them just do this to her? I don't understand her. What the bruh, okay. This is where I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Cause is she just letting her, like, is she just letting him do this to her? You feel me? Like, I know she a white. I understand she's a white person. Or I understand she a white girl, but you know, you feel me? She just said she had extended her arm, the universe. Like, I understand. Oh, is she just at the part where she's not scared? She just at the part that she's not scared anymore, right? Okay. Let me chill. She just at the part where she's not scared no more. So now she's accepting it, and she just was okay with her